Hello, this is Pankaj Kasar, research scholar from Department of Information Technology, Dr. Babasaheb Ambedkar Technological University, Lonere, District Raigad, Maharashtra. My area of research is medical image analysis using deep learning technique. So friends, all of you know if you are dealing with the deep learning technique, so definitely you required graphics cards, a huge, you can say the large memory, dedicated GPU memory graphics card for your training your model. And of course, it is not affordable to purchase those NVIDIA graphics card for your research purpose. So in India, there are different supercomputers are available like Param Shakti, Param Shivai, Param Shavak, Param Brahma, which are hosted by different IITs, NITs, and you need to approach to those particular hosting institute for remote access login, and once your application is approved you will get that login, remote login, and from your desktop or from your, you can say, any place you can remotely access to that particular your param supercomputer account, and you can use whatever the resources available to that particular supercomputer. So I will demonstrate how to train your particular neural network on Param Shakti. So just to introduce the Param Shakti, this is hosted by IIT Kharagpur, and just to show you the configuration, system configuration for this particular so Param Shakti supercomputer. So there you can have 384 CPU nodes and 22 GPU nodes. So I will just focus on GPU nodes because all we need to have a GPU for your training your neural network. So as per the supercomputer Param Shakti is concerned, there are total 22 GPU nodes are available, and each node is having two NVIDIA V100 graphics card. Okay, per node there are two NVIDIA graphics card of 16 GB GPU memory, dedicated memory of 16 GB. So in this way, at Param Shakti supercomputer, there are total 44 graphics card of 16 GB each memory and hosted by 22 nodes. Okay, okay. So this is what I can say related to GPU nodes. Now, once your application is approved and you will get the remote login details, username and password. So in Windows there are two softwares, Putty and MobaXterm, through which you can remotely access the supercomputer. So I am using MobaXterm, so I will demonstrate by using MobaXterm itself. So this is the SSH protocol through which you can communicate with your supercomputer. So just let me log in onto my supercomputer account. As per my research area is concerned, I am going to segment the tumorous region from brain MRI images, and I will demonstrate training of one of the segmentation network, that is RaceNet, race unit, sorry, for segmenting my brain MRI images. So I have already transfer my data set on this particular supercomputer. Let me show you कि once your login is successful, then you will get this welcome screen. Okay, and here if you want to see the different partitions information, then you can just type yes info, then you will come to know all the partitions available, just like standard GPU HM, and the listed nodes are also available. Out of these total nodes, how many nodes are drain, how many are reserve, how many are idle, how many of them are mixed, how many are you can say the low. So all you can see by using yes info command. So let me just go through this particular one thing, if you want to train or use these resources, then you need to use this slum utility of Linux, and through this Slum utility, you will allow to create a job script, and that is a batch job, and you need to put whatever your training file into that particular job script. So I will demonstrate you one job script, or I will demonstrate one how to create a batch job script and how to schedule that job. So this is what I will demonstrate. So Slum, what is Slum? So simple Linux utility for resource management. It's a workload manager that provides a framework for job queues, allocation of compute node, and starting and execution of your jobs. So through this particular Slum utility, you are allowed to access those resources, different resources of supercomputer. You are allowed to schedule your job. You are allowed to start and execute your job. Okay. So what is that? I will explain. So just I will show you. Suppose one RESTnet network I have already created in Python. I am having that training file also. So let me go to that particular directory, and this is what I can say my particular training file. Okay, this is my training file for REST unit. I have specified all that necessary data set path and everything. And what I am demonstrating first you how to execute your job on a GPU node on a single card. Okay, on GPU node and single card. So for that, as I said, all of you know in a Python, just you need to type these such lines Python space filename dot py. But if you do like this here, so it will not allow you to use the GPU nodes. So for that you need to specify the job script. So I have already written the job script for that, batch job script for that in .sh file. And what is the structure of that file, how to demand your resources into that job file, I will demonstrate that. So this is already I have written this file. Let me just explain. So here this is the first compulsory line of your job script file .sh file. Then this is your how many nodes you will require. So that you will specify through capital N. So that is one node I will require for my job to execute. So I will specify one node, as there are total 22 nodes, GPU nodes are available. So I will specify only one node. Then how many cores per node you will allow to execute your job. So that number of cores you can specify. So n task per node you can specify that the corresponding number of nodes cores you can specify for your job. So they, just like I will specify 20 cores of that particular node. Then this is the time, total time. So what is that time flag is? So time limit for the job. How much time your job will be executed on that particular supercomputer, so that you will specify. So as I am specifying total 72 hours, or I can say 3 days. So that's why maximum time allocated to user is 3 days. So I will specify that maximum time, that is my job will be executed for 3 days, complete 3 days. If anyone want to execute for only 1 day, so you can specify here 1. If you want to execute your job for 2 days 2 hours, means I can say 15 hours, so you can specify like this time here 2, and then here 0 to 0000, means 2 days 2 hours, means I can say 50 hours your job will be executed. Then if you want to give the job name, then you can specify the job name. But necessarily in every line you will specify this S batch keyword. Okay, and then corresponding flag, this corresponding flag. So S batch will be common for all. Then this is the name given to my job script. Then suppose this is the error file. Okay, error file name means whatever while executing your job, whatever error warning your file will return, so all will be dumped into one file, and that file name I have specified like this %j.er. What is the meaning of %j? So my error file will be created with job ID. Whatever the job ID I will get, with that job ID my error file will created, and whatever the error warning my code is having, that all will be dumped into that particular error file. Then next, similarly my job or my training particular model will output something, will give some printable statement, some output statement, so all will be dumped into the output file. So similarly I will be having that output file extension as .out underscore. Okay, then which type of node you want to use? So I want to use obviously GPU kind of node, so I will define partition is equal to GPU. And as I said, firstly I will demonstrate you executing on one graphics card only, or utilizing one graphics card only. So that's why I will use GRES. So what is GRES? You can see request use of GPUs on a compute node. So whatever the number of compute nodes you have specified on each compute node, in each GPU node there are 2 GPU cards. So firstly I will demonstrate the use of or the execution or training on your single GPU card only. So that's why I will specify 1 here. Otherwise I can specify 2 also if I want to execute on 2 GPU cards. Okay, then memory I will require, that is a 16 GB memory. So I will indicate that flag dash dash mem 16 GB. And if you want to get update on email related to your job, then you can specify your email also by using mail hyphen user is equal to your mail ID. Whatever email ID you will specify, on that email ID you will get the updates related to your job, whether your job is started, whether your job is ended or what. Okay, then necessary modules you need to load, that is I have loaded this particular module python slash 3.7.4. And then as I have created some different environments in a Python, so I will activate that Conda environment. And then this is my executable statement, that is Python under Python space file name dot py. But here that file name is at particular directory, so that's why I need to execute, I need to describe the full path. So in this way, this is what I can say, the batch job script or job script for your particular training a neural network. So let me just now schedule my job. So suppose if you want to see first key how many jobs are running before scheduling this job from my side, so I can see by using SQ. So once you will type SQ, so no job is specified, means there is a no running job available from my account. Okay, and suppose I want to now schedule this job, so the command is like this, sbatch, then your uh, job script name, okay, job script file name dot sh. So this is that job script file name. So I will enter, then this is my job ID 407335. Okay, so this is my job ID, and this job, whether this job is getting executed or it is in a waiting state or what, so I can see by using squ command again. Now if you see here, this job ID is specified, then partition is specified, name is specified, and the state is specified, whether it is a running. So for running job it is giving R. Okay, so likewise, and which GPU node that particular job is getting executed, you can see it is executed on GPU 016. Okay, and suppose if I want to see some particular error statement related to that particular job, so that already I have mentioned that error file name will be your job ID dot err. So you can see these are the related file related, you can say warnings or messages will be dumped into that particular .err file, .error file. Similarly, you can see output, whatever the output written by your particular file. So you can see that into .out file. Yeah, okay. So this is that out file. So all output statement or print statement will be there. So you can see this is my summary, model summary, and this is the content that this is the slum cluster name Param Shakti, then slum job account is Batul Onere, then job ID is this is the job name, this is what you can say the node list. Out of total 22 nodes, my job is currently executed on 16 नंबर का जो भी मेरा जॉब नोड है जीपीयू नोड है वहाँ पे मेरा एग्जीक्यूट हो रहा है. Okay, then this is related information about your job, and just to show you कि आपका ये जो भी है एग्जीक्यूशन आपका उस पर्टिकुलर 16 नंबर के जीपीयू पे के हो रहा है, तो आई विल just check that. So I will go to that particular GPU node through SSH command. Then from this login mode, login account, I will jump to that GPU node GPU 016, and here now you can see my login is changed to this GPU 16. Okay, now I will see watch minus n1 nvdi.sml. This is the command, and I can see the status of this particular node. Okay, so you can see here your job is getting executed here on this particular 16 number का जो GPU node है. There are two NVIDIA cards are available. See, this is GPU 0, GPU 1. These are the two cards are available, but my job is executed on only single GPU card. So you can see here you can see the only change is at this particular GPU only. Here this GPU is idle, you can say. This GPU is idle. Okay, so here you can see the percent utilization of your GPU is getting, it's showing. So out of total 16 GB memory, somewhere 15.77 GB is occupied, and my what I can say the training is going on that particular GPU only one GPU. Okay, now Control C to come out of this particular screen. Then I will exit, and now what I will demonstrate, now I will demonstrate execution of your training on multiple cards on a single node. Okay, so for that I will require to again write some different job script. So I have already written that job script. Again I will use this REST unit network, and let me just show you that particular job script file. Okay, yeah, now here if you see what change I have done here, instead of one GPU I am specifying two GPUs, because I am going to execute my job on one GPU card with two graphics, one GPU node with two graphics card. Okay, so this change will be there. Here GPU partition obviously will be GPU, and here will be 2. GRES is equal to GPU colon 2. In previous case it was 1, and memory I will require total 32 GB obviously, for each card 16 GB. Okay, so rest of the part is same, and here this is you can say the different Python file I need to give. Now what changes you need to do in order to execute or in order to train your model on multiple cards on single node, so that I want to show you. But this is what I can say job script file. Then now what changes you need to do into your Python file. Okay, so if you see the rest of the file is same as that of your previous training file is same as that of your previous, but when you want to train your model on multiple GPU cards, then these changes you need to do. What you need to use? You need to use this particular, if you see Keras documentation about multi GPU and distributed training. So here there are two scenarios. You can have a training, distributed training on a single node having multiple cards, or multiple nodes with multiple cards, GPU cards. Okay, so I will, as I am having uh, in a supercomputer Param Shakti, I am having 22 GPU cards and GPU nodes, sorry, and each node, the GPU, each GPU node is having two graphics card. So I will demonstrate you uh, use of both the GPU cards while training. So for that, I will use this particular distribute dot mirror strategy. I will use this distribute dot. So what changes you need to do? So if you can see here, so this is that particular strategy you need to import, tf dot distribute dot mirror strategy. Okay, and then you can print the number of devices available on that particular node by using this particular format. Okay, and with this strategy dot scope, you will just specify your model building at this particular scope. Within this scope means what, you will build your model in this scope, you will build your network in this scope, or you will call that your model in this scope, and you will compile your model in this scope. Okay, okay, if you do this, then your definitely your model will be trained on two GPU cards. Let me show you that previous file just to show the changes. If you see, this is your you are executing on some normal one GPU card only. So that's why here there is a no, I can say, within the scope, these three model building and model compilation is not within that scope. Okay, so that's why here is only change, you need to specify model creation and model compilation within that scope. Okay, let me again show you that particular change. Okay, so here I have changed like this. Okay, okay, so now I will schedule this particular job script as batch. Yeah, so this job ID is created. Now I can see, yes, current as per my account is concerned, there are two jobs are getting executed, both are in running state. Okay, and now this newly means the second job is executed, or that training is executed on two GPU cards. So I will demonstrate that whether the both of the cards are getting utilized or not. So for that, let me just go to that particular SSH GPU. Now my second uh, job is executed on which card, which node, sorry. So GPU 80, it is executed on GPU 80. So I will go to that particular node. Yeah, okay, what the problem is SQU. Okay, that job script is having some problem. Let me see the error related to that. Okay, okay, res unit file is not there. Okay, my mistake. Okay. Yeah. This job is also started, or execution of this job is also started. Now, let me go to that particular GPU number, GPU node number 18, because this job is getting executed on GPU 18. Yeah, so my I have switched to that GPU 18, and now I can see whether my both of the GPUs are means getting utilized or not. So watch minus N1 NVIDIA hyphen SMI. Okay, okay, yeah. See, now your training is started, and now you can see on both the cards your program is getting executed. See, here is also 15 GB of something memory is getting utilized. Here is also 15 GB of memory is getting utilized, and here is also you can see the two processes executed on both the cards. Okay, so in this way, this is what you can say the training on multiple training using multiple cards on single GPU. So only changes you need to do is this: you need to specify this particular strategy, TF dot distribute dot mirror strategy, and then this is what you can say your within the scope you will create or build your model, and you will compile the model. This is the only change you need to do. Thank you.